All right, so it says we're alive. So welcome everybody. It's June the 23rd, 2024. Here we are about to be into July. This is
I
crazy.
know.
7 p.m. Eastern. If you're watching us back later, by all means, leave a comment or respond. We do allow our live streams to record and play back after the fact. So let's go ahead and do something real quick. Y'all, it is hot. We have 3 fans running, and y'all say y'all can never hear them, but we got 3 running this time.
It's
And
really loud out here
it
today.
is so loud, but these mics do a good job. But if y'all can hear the fans, let me know. I'm gonna go cut at least one off. I don't. Yeah, if they can't hear us,
Oh, I thought you meant right now. I was like, let's wait. Okay.
no, I am gonna cut it off.
Let's see. No
If
fan noise at all. Yay! We can keep them all on.
okay, because y'all, we have a barrel fan this big going. We have my misting fan going. We have a fan up here going. It is miserable down here in Florida. But every time we have a live stream in the house, everybody's like,
And if I didn't have to cook, we'd be in the edge of the pool with y'all on the deck and just talking to y'all right there.
would we now?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just get DSLR cameras and yeah, computers all around the water. I don't know about that. So y'all, last week we had some gremlins with the internet. I just did a speed test. My download is beautiful, wonderful. My upload, not too great. I don't know if that means we're going to have issues live streaming tonight. If we do, y'all, I apologize. We're working through this. Actually, I'm getting a new SIM in, even though I've had the same T-Mobile SIM for what 2-3 years now. I've been working with NetBuddy, telling them what's going on. I don't think it's the SIM. I don't think it's them. I think it's the local tower. Because whenever we just had those tornadoes come through about a month ago, my internet was beautiful before that. Best speeds I ever got in my life. Download, upload, everything. We lost cell towers that day due to some storm damage. Didn't even have cell phone coverage. And then my internet's not been the same since.
Well, and my Verizon hasn't really been good
Our
either.
Verizon's been horrible too, and we do internet on T-Mobile. Both of them, which run off the same tower, by the way, has been horrible. So I don't know if they've still got damage going on or what. We had the same thing happen last year after the hurricane, and it literally took them a couple months to get it straightened out, and then it all went wonderful, great speed. So I don't know. We're dealing with it. Fiber's on the way, so we're going to have 2 different internets here before long. We'll always have one that'll work, so we can do this.
You should see us riding up and down the road looking to see if it's on the poles yet. Right here,
yes,
they went the opposite direction of our house,
and they started a quarter mile down the road and went that way. We're like, come back this direction. Like, what are you doing?
I seen them going down 19 the other day.
Great.
Yeah.
That's not coming our direction.
Yeah.
Either. That's a bummer. Oh, that's a bummer right there. All right. So Eric says Zoe screaming, hi, Andrew and Tiffany.
Hi,
and look
Zoe.
at there. Hello, Zoe. Cash actually decided to grace us with his presence.
Here. He says it's too hot to work today.
I bet it is. That's probably exactly what it is. So Chris says 3 fans running. Andrew's hair still not blowing around. That would have to be some pretty insane fans to blow this little bit of hair around right there. Oh goodness. Yes, I like Robert's idea. Tiffany has to do the belly flop tonight.
Well, I'm not dressed for a belly flop tonight.
That's always been my excuse. But I can talk to him. You can go in there and get changed. No big deal. Oh, goodness gracious. So y'all, yes, you already seen what everybody was chatting out before this live stream started. It's just, this has been like some record-setting heat. I don't ever remember it being this hot for this long, this early in the year. Y'all, we've only got 1 rain in the last month. Thank goodness. Late last night after last week's live stream, that's our first rain we'd had in like 3 to 4 weeks. Not another drop of rain all week long. Hot as can be. The yard got green after that 1 rain, but now it's starting to burn up again. Fire risk. We need a rain so bad. Feast or famine. Then I think I seen it was Mr. Mike up in South Dakota who said they got 17 inches of rain the last 3 days and they're flooded. It's like, it's feast or famine. That's just the way all this stuff works. And then, South Florida was flooded as can be, but I guess that's just part of it. So Lance says it's going to be a long, hot summer. Looks like. I agree with you. That appears to be the case. So Tripping said last week was probably due to high volume calling. Father's Day, Mother's Day, Christmas are the biggest calling holidays. That's true. And that would have been a good travel holiday too. So we're near 4-lane road, which that tower feeds. And at times it can get busy with people traveling. So that's a very valid point. I mean, cell tower congestion is just something that we have to live with.
Cross our fingers for tonight.
Yeah, we'll see. But I mean, before that, we had 6 straight months of not a single hiccup, no issue, no nothing. It's just the way it goes, I guess. So Adam says, blame the solar flares for the bad connections. Nope, we always blame you. It's always Adam's fault, that's for sure. Cash says 105 where he's at. Woo! It was 108 here today on the heat index. You probably have actual tip. I think it was 99.5 on the weather station yesterday. My truck hit 100 yesterday whenever I was going down the road to the store. So we've been doing like triple digit actual temp and like 108 indexes. The humidity is insane, y'all. Well, Cash, I don't blame you for not being out there working. Okay, my goodness, there's all kinds of stuff popping up here. So what are we cooking tonight? Tiffany.
Well, Andrew has requested Philly steak and cheese, so that's what we are doing, and I'm looking forward to it. It sounds amazing. I'm starving.
I'm not, because I snacked
Yeah,
earlier.
he snacked earlier. He spoiled his dinner.
I got really hungry and I snacked, and I might have snacked too much.
Yeah,
but I
well, you
promise you, I'm
did.
gonna eat my
That's
Philly
okay,
steak
more
and
for
cheese.
me.
No.
Yep,
I'm
I'll
gonna
make you
eat
a
it.
small one.
Maybe. So let's see here. Texas Homestead says I'm throwing Tiffany under the pool instead of the bus.
Yeah, exactly.
Mikey, holy smokes, Mikey. No, why'd you do that? That is
Mikey.
unbelievably generous. He says
Wow.
he's screaming at me, no test for the GRMS license. That's correct. I've had a lot of people tell me that. I got to go buy ours, and I was happy to learn today from several people that it covers me and you both, because I was thinking we were going to have to get a license for you since we have two radios. And y'all seen on today's video, Mikey, thank you so much.
I don't even understand it or know anything about it, so.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll take care of it. But Mikey, thank you so much. Hooks Up Radios, now an
Thank you,
unbelievable
Mikey.
donation here. And he says, apply on the FCC SLTEWILL, unless that's spelled a little wrong, email site, GMRS for both Andrew and Tiffany. Thank you, Mikey. We'll absolutely do that. That's
you.
something I'm going to do this week. It's not going to be another bat house. Oh, by the way, guess what I did this week, y'all? If I can pat myself on the back, I planted my hydroponics.
Oh, yes.
So we can't
Yeah,
can't
go
talk
ahead
about
and tell
that
them why.
because it needed to be done, and I did it. And stuff needs to be done.
I finally got tired of it on my countertop for the past 2 or 3 weeks, and I needed my countertop to make some pizza dough. We do pizza dough like once a week, once every other week. And he's like, "What? You're giving up on me?" I said, "Yeah, I'm putting it up." He's like, "Fine, I'll do it." I was like,
And I mean, y'all, it's aggravating. It takes about like 5 minutes.
"Yeah." Oh my
So
gosh.
we've got that off the list there. Oh,
Did
goodness
you thank
gracious.
Adam for his donations?
Yes, I did thank
I
Adam.
must have missed it. Okay.
Yeah, Adam earlier. I was typing thank you to Adam, who was slapping out donations there before the stream even started. Appreciate you so much. Let's see here. So Alex says, are you prepared for a couple of hurricanes this year? We're as prepared as this is our most prepared year ever. No doubt about that. You're going to see another video of a system that we got that we're testing with EcoFlow. That video launches Tuesday. I know a lot of you are waiting on that. So now we have backups for our backups, and then we have a generator backup. So we have backups for our backups for our backups. That's how prepared we are this year. We got propane, we got diesel, we got gas on site, and now we're doing radios, communication, everything else. Like we are ready to be locked down, good to go. We can run water. We got food. Like, we don't have to go anywhere. But if we do, we got our little side by side. I've got my chainsaws. We got communication. If we need to go help anybody else, go do anything, we're totally ready for that. We are more prepared than I think we've ever been. Do we want the hurricanes? No, not at all. And I see
we need a break from that.
Yeah, and you know they're calling for a crazy active year, but I did see an update today. One of the long range forecasters I watch said that his long range forecast, if he can predict this far, he doesn't think there's anything till August. He thinks there's nothing in July. Obviously, nothing next week. I was like, woohoo, we're gonna have us a quiet July. We need that.
Good.
Yeah, we absolutely need that, especially since we're gonna be doing a little 4th of July party and getting together here. And we bought some fireworks this year, finally, and the good stuff, Joe Dirt. We got the good stuff.
The good stuff, Joe Dirt.
We got 5-inch mortars. We got the real good stuff. So Mr. Mike says, you can have our rain. I'll take it, Mr. Mike. Just if you can overnight it, UPS, FedEx, doesn't matter. Send it down here.
Just
yeah, I don't need your 17 inches. Please send it down here. Let's see here. Jerry says, Andrew, I did the math for you. Tune your CB antenna to channel or for channel 19. I'll have to go check it. If I remember correctly, was it channel 20? I was getting like a 1.1 on, like it tuned in so good. So hopefully 19 is very close to that. But I was getting excellent numbers. It was channel 40 that was a little high. 1 through 20 and on up was like 1.1 to 1.4, 1.3. I was very happy with that SWR meter, what it was sending back to me. And Lauren says, honestly surprised we haven't seen a major hurricane out of the Gulf. I am shocked at that too, because the Gulf is blazing hot right now. you know, we've had a few little pop-ups here and things cut across Florida and run into Mexico and all, but I'm shocked they didn't form quicker than they did. It's what's just been a couple little tropical storms or post-tropical cyclones, all that stuff. But you know it's coming. We're just getting started. I hope everybody is nice and safe this year. We always got to keep our eyes on the tropics. All right, I'm way behind. Mr.
Like
Jim,
always.
Mr. Jimmy got recognized for being a member for 12 months. I can't believe it's been that long.
I know.
Time is flying, y'all. We thank y'all so much for that. And I know I didn't really I only got like one update out this week. Y'all, as hot as it's been, we didn't work on the outdoor area this week. It was miserable. So I'll have a couple fun things this week, and I'll put a little sneak peeks out there of some upcoming videos. We need a shirt saying it's Adam's fault. I like that, Cash.
Ah, good idea.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea at all. Cash says some street tacos or pizza sounds yummy. Well, I'm pizzaed out, thanks to her. So we made 3 pizzas Friday night, including we tried the frozen dough that y'all requested.
Oh, yeah, we did try the frozen dough.
Yeah, half rose, half didn't. Yeah, it was really good though, really good, but did not rise like
Yeah, it was more of a thin crust.
It was, but it was really good because we made like a cheesy bread out of it.
Yeah, we did.
Miss Redmilla, when you watch this, earmuffs, don't listen to this, but my pizza queen here has to have it about once a week here lately. Oh goodness, that pizza's been so good coming off that thing out there. Oh, Dino, I forgot. There he is. Chickens, because we do kind of have an update.
Yeah.
Y'all
are always up to something.
We've had lots of animal updates here over the last couple of weeks. Like we've been hit with a really bad spell of animal stuff. So you go ahead, take it away.
Yeah. So one of the chickens, I noticed earlier in the week, she started limping and hobbling around like real low to the ground. So I'm like looking her over. I'm like, okay, I don't see nothing wrong with her limbs or anything. And then the next day, she got to the point where she didn't even really want to stand up. So I got to looking it up, and it said that it could be a sour crop. And sure enough, when I felt her crop, it was full and bloated. And so I was like, well, I guess I need to learn how to take care of this. So I watched a couple of videos, and they said to massage it. And sometimes, like I watched more today, you even have to like hold them upside down and really empty it. I didn't do that. It seems to be better. She's moving a little bit more today, eting. So hopefully I took care of it. We'll see.
I think it was me. I had to massage the chicken yesterday because Tiffany decided to leave the house. So I had to go out there and
took care of it. Okay.
Yeah, I had to massage the chicken, and
it was better after you did it, I guess.
I think so. Yeah.
We'll have you take care of it each time.
No,
How about that?
I got enough going on. I appreciate you taking care of the animals.
Ruger's had some problems.
Yep, poor old Ruger has had a rough couple of weeks. I mean, he's good now. He's running around swimming in the pool today, but he's had a foot problem for a week. We thought he might have fractured something. Couldn't even put any weight on it. Then that got better, and then we noticed several days ago, he was not feeling well. Tail tucked, all that good stuff, and we found an area on him that was swollen. We'll keep it kid friendly here tonight, but
a male area.
A male area, if you know what I mean, reproductive area. So we had to, my vet couldn't get him in. I don't know what we pay him for. So we had to take him to the emergency vet, and holy smokes, was that was really affordable. And they're running blood tests, urinalysis, all that stuff on him right now. They've got him on antibiotics. They got him on anti-inflammatories, and we're supposed to get the results back hopefully tomorrow or the next day to see if they need to change his medication. But he's on medication twice a day now. He's acting much better, but the area doesn't really look much better. So one of these vets is going to be seeing him again this week. We need some answers, but at least we do have him on medication. It's just been one thing after another.
It has. Our little sick babies.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but
at
least it looks like everybody's on the rise. On the mend
hopefully.
Now.
Yeah, I see everybody saying the apple cider vinegar. I did do that. I did Epsom salt, a little bit of Epsom salt in the water too the first day, and I kept food away from her for 24 hours. I isolated her, and I was out there giving her water just a little bit. And then I did the apple cider vinegar the next day, but she didn't really act like she wanted to drink out of the bowl I gave her. They're so used to their bowls and their feed that they eat out of, but she's better. So
I see Mr. Robert, who I built those solar suitcase panel for, said He tested everything out today, worked perfectly. And he's in South
Awesome.
Florida, where he's got to be really watching the
deal.
tropics. Said he got his new generator broke in, changed the oil in that, tested his EcoFlow Ultra. Now he's got 2 batteries. Oh, you got 2 batteries now. I thought you just got it. Yeah, that's right. You did order the additional battery. I forget it doesn't come with the battery now. It's a big inverter. Said he's feeling much better prepared. Sounds like you are prepared. So you've got solar,
Good deal.
you've got battery backup, you've got a generator to charge. Should solar not be available, you're like us. We're going to cover all the bases and just shack up right out the storm if we need to. As affordable as some of this stuff is nowadays, especially just generators, it's so worth having for running your CPAPs or saving your freezers and refrigerators. And then, of course, as you can see, you can go with a much bigger system if you want. Kathy says she just ordered her a Delta Pro or a Delta 2. I know we talked about that. There's been a lot of people reaching out to me via email about some of this stuff here lately. I think everybody's dealing with enough blackouts and problems. And like I always say, I don't care what you go with. I don't care if you buy a generator. I don't care if you go with solar. I don't care what you do. Just protect you and your family. Do something, especially as affordable as generators are. So Jason says, first live stream I've been able to attend in months. Well, welcome, Jason. Good to have you. What else we got here? I guess. So Cash says, I guess I need to come over again and work on the big list that Andrew isn't working on. Cash, I would love for you to come over in our 90 to 100% humidity, and I'm going to just follow you around the camera.
Yeah, Andrew needs some help splitting wood.
Yeah, so come on over here. 100 degrees, 90% humidity. I want to see you in this stuff. You were sweating last time, and that was what? When was that? January? I don't know. It was like winter, spring, whenever y'all came.
February? No, it was February.
February.
Yep.
And he's over here talking about how hot it was. I was like, oh, nobody.
He said, I'll split wood. Okay. Andrew was going to, and he's like, it's too hot.
Oh, goodness. Let's see what else we got going on here. You two are doing a great job, says David. We appreciate you so much. We appreciate everybody's support. Adam says, I blocked a spammer. Uh-oh. We got spammer. We haven't had a spammer in a long time. Well, Adam, we appreciate you. Actually, we appreciate all our moderators. Y'all get on here every week and work for free. We appreciate y'all so much, keeping an eye on some stuff and keeping things nice and clean in the way we want it. So, Mikey again, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mikey.
So, waterproof stretch tape the PL259 connector to the antenna on that 4x4 antenna bracket. Very important, put cover on top of the antenna. Gotcha. And I do have some of that stretch seal tape, silicone seal tape, or whatever you call it there. I put it on the antennas at the house a while back that we have running. And that's probably what you're talking about, the 4x4 antenna here. I did go up there and seal those. So Texas Homestead says, now you're growing hippie cabbage, devil's lettuce. What the heck does that mean? We ain't growing that. What did we say earlier to make you think that?
I don't know.
No, I'm not into that junk. I can promise you that. And I'm not growing that mess. We grow vegetables like that you can eat. I can't stand that stuff. Not from me, Muddy. Not from me. Oh, goodness. It just shot me all the way to the bottom. Lost everybody's comments. Let's go back up.
Oh, because you were talking about the hydroponics, he said.
Oh, yeah, valid point. Because when most people talk about growing something inside, they're trying to keep it from the cops. Wink, wink. No, we're growing romaine lettuce.
Oh gosh, I guess we should clarify that.
Yeah, I started my hydroponics.
Everybody wants updates on the hydroponics.
They're gonna be like, oh, that's how you keep getting that equipment and stuff. I don't think that stuff sells for what it used to because it's legal. That. You can buy it on the corner anymore.
Too funny.
Yeah, no, we're definitely not into that mess.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see here, Andrew. What's the process of getting the license for the handheld that he says Chris got? You mean that Mikey got me? For the GMRS radio, way everybody's telling me, which I'm gonna try to do that tonight or tomorrow. It's just a $35 fee, and you go buy the license. Now, if you want to do something more involved like ham radio, you're going to have to study, do tests, actually get that license. It's much more involved, but it's just a one-time fee for the GMRS stuff. Just to register and show that you've got that, I guess. Just so Papa Government can track us. Brian says Publix has a pizza dough in the bakery section. Have we ever tried it? I thought we had. Publix has pizza dough in the bakery section.
Yes, I've heard of that, and I was going to resort to that if I didn't ever figure out my dough process. I was like, okay, I'm about to go buy it at this point, but
well, I'm glad you got it figured out because your dough is perfect. I mean, Perfect. Just what we're looking for. So Auburn Aviator says, I can't wait for the video of the tractor implement. And what he's talking about, y'all, I did get a little sneak peek out to the members. We just got us an unbelievable attachment for the tractor. Like, so blessed to have got that. So blessed, y'all. We're going to be doing some major clearing here on the property. I've already started some of it, but this is kind of the wrong time of year for it, being that it's hot as can be, tick infested, snakes and everything else. But the backside of this pasture, we're going to clear out woods that I've never carried y'all in before, because the backside of the pasture is not the end of our property. We've got other clearing on the property to do, and I'm going to go help friends, go do a little traveling. But we got something that is going to allow us to clear property like never before. And I'm talking like that. Stuff that would take me hours or all day by hand, literally can do in a few minutes. So this is going to be a pretty sweet video. I'm editing it up right now, and I'm going to get it out this week. And I know Auburn Aviator there said that he's been looking for one of those. We was talking earlier about it. He sent me a comment. I'm telling you, I wasn't sure what to expect when it showed up last week. I was like, okay, I think it'll work good, but it blew my mind.
When are you posting that video?
It'll either be Wednesday or Friday, because I've already got something scheduled for Tuesday. So it's either going to be Wednesday or Friday. I'll try to make it happen Wednesday if I can. All right, let's see what else, guy. I'm reading some of y'all's other stuff. Cash says, too much swimming for Ruger, that dirty water. Funny you mentioned that. Yeah. That actually, it can potentially be a cause of the problem he's got. We read that, but then it also said it could be a bite, and it also said it could be bacterial infection. It listed about 75 things. So you're like, oh, geez, it could just be any one of these things. But Ruger does like swimming in nasty water and everything else.
So we'll have to keep an eye on that. And
yeah, right. He's a lab. How are we gonna keep him out of water?
I know.
He's gonna do what labs do. Maybe Ruger walked through some so tall grass that wasn't grass. He does stuff like that all the time. Gets cut up, gets hurt, gets everything else. Oh, I meant to tell you, when I was spraying some weed killer under the barn earlier, big old nice big snake.
Where?
Nice size snake under that pallet right there. That's by the old chicken coop.
Oh.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I was spraying along, sprayed its tail, seen the tail move. I was like, oh shoot. Then I looked through the pallet, and the tail went from that big to the body went to that big. I was like,
my.
oh, that's a good one.
What kind of snake?
Looks like the same old ones we've been seeing, rat snakes and also whatever.
Fine.
They can't get in the chicken coop with that tight wire. We'll let them eat mice and stuff. But I forgot to warn you about that.
Yeah, I need to know that. I do not like snakes.
Yeah, I'd have known you found it when I heard all that screaming. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So, Bob, I was reading your comments there. Enjoyed the video of the rear discharge mower deck. Love the way it looked. Are you changing out mower decks? I am not, because I ordered my mower with a side discharge. Well, I'm kind of stuck. Unless, hey, Grasshopper, unless y'all want to swap me out. Which is fine. I'm totally used to side discharge, but I just did not realize how clean you stay and how clean the pool stays and everything else stays with rear discharge. Already knew that was going to be the case.
So do other companies provide that?
Yeah, there are.
Yeah.
No. The rear discharge deck.
Do they have it as an option?
There's a pile of companies out there that offer rear discharge, and a lot of
seen it before.
Yeah, a lot of people just don't realize that, but you can absolutely order rear discharge decks with a lot of your more popular like commercial brands. Wait till you see what I got this week. So I borrowed an implement from a buddy, Jeff, and he just got it in. He was going to travel for 2 weeks and said, you want to borrow it? You want to make a video? I was like, yeah. So he brought it and dropped it off. Wait till you see what I'm going to put on the front of the Grasshopper this week. I had no idea they even made this thing, and I'm sure y'all don't either, because I don't think there's a video online of this. But oh yeah, I ain't gonna spoil it. I'm gonna try to. I don't know if I can get that video out this week.
Playing a lot.
I've been playing a lot. I love equipment. Problem is, all the equipment I've been playing with is stuff I'm like borrowing, and I hate borrowing people's stuff, so I got to give it back. But the tractor implement is ours, but everything else I got to give back. It's like bummer. But I've been like a little kid in a candy store this last week. I'm like, yeah, bring that, I'll play with that. I love equipment. I just absolutely love equipment and tools and all that stuff. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. So first time live, says Southern Runt. Welcome. Thanks for hanging out with us. We just do a lazy Sunday afternoon. This is what we do. Chit chat for an hour, do a little cooking. Said, love the videos on building a storm shelter. Anything you do different on the build. Love the channel. Anything I do different. Maybe closer to the house or inside the house. But a lot of people,
we built that before the house.
That's
we were
right.
trying to give enough room.
Yeah, a lot of people always call me out on that, but what they don't realize is we got hit by a tornado 4 years ago. We were living in a camper. It destroyed the camper that I was in. It destroyed the barn that was 4 years old, and it scared us to death. So I just immediately salvaged all the stuff off the barn I could, got some more stuff, and built a shelter. We didn't know where the house was yet, hadn't laid it out, so I knew I needed it to not be in the way of the future house. So I just kind of built it where I knew it'd be out of the way, and it turns out it wound up being a bit far away. But there was really nothing we could do about it. We wanted a storm shelter then, didn't have the money or the time yet to build the house, so we just needed to get something up. That would probably be my only regret.
And, I mean, even though we built it for tornadoes, we were more or less thinking about all the hurricanes that we would get, and knowing that we wouldn't be able to leave the property if we have animals. So that was in our mind too, about it being for the hurricanes.
Yep. So where's the comment? I lost it. I don't remember who asked it. There it is. Steven, what brand BTU is your shop AC window unit? Oh, man. I don't even remember. I bought that thing off of Amazon. It's a 5,000 BTU, some off-brand. Yeah, maybe it ain't off-brand. I don't remember, honestly. It's 5,000 BTU. It was the smallest one I could find that actually fit in that tiny window. And it works just fine. And I got an energy-efficient one that you can turn that function on to where it'll cycle on and off, not run the fan all day long since I'm running solar and other stuff out there. But to be perfectly honest with you, my plans are, I may do it this year. I've been wanting to put a mini split out there. I really would like to do a solar mini split, but even a standard mini split, I want to do a little bit higher BTU, and I want a heater out there because I still have future plans to put me a workbench in there, do a little laser engraving, a little cleaning. I'd probably go out there and do my gun cleaning and things like that. So I want to spend time out there tinkering, on a cold day or rainy day. And I want a better AC out there. But that thing was $100 and something. You can't really beat it. But it looks ugly. I don't like it hanging out my window. I want to do a mini split out there bad. So that's been on my mind actually the last couple of weeks. Oh, I'd love to get a solar one, but I might just have to do a regular mini split. And those things have gotten really, really affordable.
Oh, good.
And now you can pretty much DIY them because they already come pre-charged. All I got to do is get a cheap little pump. So that'd actually be a really good video to make on the channel. We might do that. We might do that. It's definitely been on my mind. Oh, that was a lot of talking. Let's see. Hydroponics, hee. I'm telling you, we're growing romaine lettuce.
I promise.
If the cops show up here, I know who to come find. I'm not into that stuff. Yeah, wacky tobacco. Oh, boy. I honestly can't stand that stuff. So Andrew in Sankey says, Andrew, you and Tiffany have inspired me in Sankey. We got out and built us a patio. We're going to send you pictures of the patio. Thank you so much. Inspired us to do it. We love hearing that. So awesome.
That's great.
So glad you got out there and did that. We absolutely
love to see the pictures. Thank you.
Yeah, send it all. We get stuff from people all the time. People building barndos and homes and shops and all kinds of stuff. So
Roger's playing with something that's dead. He was tossing it up in the air.
Oh, excuse me, y'all. Rogar.
Let me just go make sure it's not something bad.
Probably a dead mouse or something. Ugh. Got to see what the dogs are getting into.
What are you
all right, Eric, I see your question for Tiffany. I'll ask her whenever she gets back. So Crystal says, I come across something in a catalog called Liquid Fence. Interesting stuff. What is Liquid Fence? I have no idea. I have to see what the heck that is. So the miss is getting started with some homemade ice cream, says DRGTI. That actually sounds awesome. We bought us a homemade ice cream maker, a couple years ago. I love homemade peach ice cream, a few other things. What did you find?
I don't even know what it is. I don't know if it's like a little potato or what that he was playing with. It almost looks like it was.
It does like a little potato.
I mean, I threw old potatoes out there, so maybe
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're playing with old potatoes. So homemade ice cream maker. Somebody says they're getting off to go make their homemade ice cream. We need to do that.
Oh, I found a new recipe that I'm gonna make.
Good. I don't eat a lot of ice cream, but her two vices are pizza and ice cream, because they're so healthy for us. But some peach ice cream, or what was we making? The cherry sorbet. Cherry sorbet. Oh, that stuff is amazing.
Yeah, this one doesn't require the homemade ice maker. I mean, ice cream maker though.
But we got it. And,
I know. But
and I happen to know a guy with some ice.
I know, but I wanted to try something different.
All right. Well, I'm thinking I want to spin up some homemade ice cream. Why don't we do that on the 4th?
Okay. Okay.
Do that for a little dessert. We can do that for a dessert. Okay. So Eric was asking, how's your sourdough starter going?
Yeah, it's going good. It became active at 7 days, and I attempted to make hamburger buns and sub rolls with it, and they were a little dense and a little thick, but they tasted good. We tried it with some cinnamon butter.
Kind of like me, dense and thick.
And the recipe required me to like baste it with the egg wash, so it kind of got really crispy on the outside. But I'm going to try a few more recipes and see what I come up with, because I would like to just make my own buns when I need it, or sub rolls for sandwiches and stuff, and not have to go run to the store just for that. So
yeah, because the store's right around the corner here.
Yeah.
Newark. Crystal, thank you so much. I don't bring it up, but if y'all do, we owe y'all a huge thank you, actually, for everybody using our Amazon store. Links down in the description for all your purchases, whatever you're buying. It has given us now our second bonus for the month.
We got it?
This is now officially, last month was the best month we ever had. This month is now officially the best month we have ever had. And
typically, thank y'all for the support on that. Yeah, that is just
thank y'all so much.
Huge.
Typically, middle of the year is not good because people shop around like Black Friday in November, all that stuff. But there's so many of y'all using it now. Y'all, we can't thank y'all enough. It is a huge, and I mean huge blessing. Thank y'all so much. Thank you for bringing it up, Crystal. Appreciate you. So Pam says, Alan, I'm assuming that might be your husband, took care of a 5-foot snake in our property in Lake City last week. I saw it. It didn't give up easy, and I watched from inside our motorhome. You didn't want to go outside with Alan and take care of it?
No.
Chris says, anything without legs isn't normal except fish.
Right.
I kind of agree with you. So Dustin says, hey, bud, hope you've been starting to look for other mics. That's not DJI. It's not going to happen instantly. Just be the way DJI is on the bad list in the USA. I'm running Rode, and I have had excellent luck with Rode, and I'm sticking with Rode. I have several buddies that do social media for a living that have the DJIs, and they are complaining. So stick with the Rodes. I got the wireless Go 2s. I'm actually thinking about ordering me a backup one because these are so critical and important. When you first start out social media, I'd made hundreds of videos with horrible audio, just the camera mic, and it sounded horrible. And I did not realize how important good, clean audio is. It's more important than a good picture. It really is, because people aren't watching us for, cinematic movies here. So really, I need to get backup mics, because if ours goes out, I don't even want to record that day, and it takes days to get the stuff in. But my suggestion is go with the Rodes. I keep looking down at mine right now. Speaking of, all right, and they last forever. This one's on the low end of the battery, but really hasn't dropped any in the last 30 minutes we've been yakking. So has EcoFlow sent me a Delta Pro 3 to review yet? Yes, I actually posted a short on that a couple days ago. I've been testing one for a couple of months. That's the video that's going to post Tuesday. And let me tell you something. I know a lot of y'all are into power stations and solar and all that. That's the whole reason I'm doing it, because we get reviews and y'all requested it, and some of y'all are not. But I kid you not when I say this thing is impressive. Absolutely impressive. I can't talk about all the specs and stuff because it doesn't officially launch until tomorrow, but it blew me away. It run pretty much anything I tested, and I mean anything in the house. The only thing it won't run is a dryer, but everything else I couldn't believe it out of a single unit. The specs have improved. Like I said, I can't go over the details just yet, but that video will be out Tuesday morning. I really like it. I really, really do. They're getting really good with the way they're designing their stuff. Okay, let's see what else we got going on. Life of a YouTuber is a busy lifestyle. Some people just don't realize how much goes into creating content. Enjoy your videos. Bob Casey. You are exactly right, sir. When I say it's a full-time job, it is a full-time job. You've got to be the production guy. You've got to be the camera guy. You've got to be the actor. You've got to be the editor. Then all the behind the scenes stuff.
Oh,
If you're going to get involved with
That's a lot.
companies, you got to go work contracts. You got to go do negotiations. You got to go do Zoom meetings. You're constantly reading through paperwork, legal stuff. Oh, it's a lot to it. With that said, best job I ever had in my life. I don't care how much work it requires. I'm blessed to be able to do this from home and have the opportunities I have. We're blessed to have met some of y'all and have people like y'all support us. Man, I don't know how I fell into this, but I'm so thankful that I did. I would do this for less money in day of the week than going back to corporate America. I would for sure do it. Love it so much. Let's see what else we got here. I'm late, but I made it. Says Larry there. Don't let it happen again, Larry. And I'm sorry, we got the sun right on the camera lens, but it's about to go behind the sunshade. So we've never said we had the best looking visuals on this channel.
We're just here to hang out with y'all. Oh, I'm late on the Blackstone. Guess I need to get.
Oh yeah, it's already in almost 40 minutes. Man, time flies when you're having fun. Adam says you're not thick and dense. You're beefcake. Thanks, Adam. Let's see what else we got going on here. Oh, shot me all the way to the bottom again. So Lauren says, in the broadcast industry, y'all been using Rode mics for years. I think they're some of the best. I really, really do. So Pam says they bought 2 Dazuki mini splits. Man, they got all kinds of names for this stuff, don't they? Thursday, total of 1270 for a 12,000 BTU and 9,000 BTU. That is not bad money for 2 units. Plus a set of brackets, line covers, can use the Wi-Fi. You got the good stuff. My buddy just put a 2-ton one in his house that requires 240 volt. Install was relatively easy. He's super thrilled with it. So mini splits, it's kind of where it's at. The only problem is whenever they mess up, I mean, they're really affordable. Typically, it's hard to get an AC repair guy out that's going to have parts on the truck or anything like that. You got to kind of have your traditional system. So you got to be prepared to either put a new unit in, wait for parts, or have a backup window unit or something to get you by. But most of the good brands out there seem to really last and not have any issues. Oh boy. I hope my computer don't shut down because you're baking me with that Blackstone.
Oh, do I need to turn that fan off?
You're going to kind of have to have it, I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm going to move the camera around. Tiffany is cooking. And I've got all this Blackstone heat blasting my camera. All right, let's see where we're at. Hopefully that's not too bright for y'all. We'll try that for a little bit. It starts getting too dark. I know somebody will let me know. I don't know if y'all can see all the fans. And it's blowing all the heat right over here on me and the computer right now. I just don't want my computer to shut down. Ooh, that's hot. Okie doke. Cash says, I miss the old shop live streams. You've got to be kidding me. Cash, those things were horrible.
He's just picking. Come
Talk
on now.
about no internet, doing it over cell phone, no microphones. Jeez. All right. So Beefcake t-shirts is Scott Mac. No, there's another YouTuber, Flair from Flair Outdoors, who does beefcake. That's kind of where I joked around with that. He does beefcake merch. It's kind of his saying. That's his thing. That ain't me at all. So let him get full rights to that and do the merch and stuff. I don't want to look like I'm copying nobody, but I made the mistake of saying beefcake one day, and now Adam won't let me live it down. All right, Crystal, thank you for the email. I will check it out. Christine, thank you so very much. Just gifted out 10 memberships to people.
Thank you, Christine. Wow.
So
Appreciate that.
Yeah, some of y'all just got memberships. Here's the way it works. We do behind the scenes looks, little we're probably gonna start some new perks for memberships. We've been talking about it, but we'll do behind the scenes stuff, sneak peeks, upcoming videos. You can watch some of our videos early. Our content's always going to be free, by the way. I've always said that. That's the way it's going to be. And then you got generous people like this, just buy memberships and gift them out.
Maybe we'll start what we had discussed next month.
That might be a good idea.
Yep.
We may have a new perk that I think y'all might be interested in. We'll start next month since we're getting close to the end of the month. So thank you so much. And for those of y'all that got a membership, you got it whether you want it or not, at least for a month. So enjoy. I'm reading. Larry says, I love the live streams by the shop out next to the fire pit. I do miss the fire pit, and I used to stage stuff out there, and we would do a little fun stuff and funny stuff. But y'all, I think every single live stream we had, we'd buffer. We'd lose
But
you.
we were also doing it from the phone, so it was easy for us to remove the phone from there and go to the Blackstone, and that's why it's kind of like we're kind of stuck wherever we're at with the camera.
But the phone is a horrible way to live stream, y'all. It really is. I like being able to have my mics. Y'all don't hear all this background noise we got going on. I like to be able to zoom a camera in and out, just the ISO up and down as the sun's setting. So I definitely don't want to go back to live streaming over a phone. There ain't no way we could cook if we do that, because we wouldn't be able to run a fan and you would burn up. Let's see what else we got going on here. Chris says he would like his cheese extra burnt.
Okay, I can make that happen.
Glenn says, I just can't believe it's that hot down there.
Whew.
Glenn, you're further south than me. It's hot, buddy. It is hot. Kim says the planters by the pool look great. Thank you. They've been needing a lot of water, but we've got them saved. We love the way it looks out here. John says, I give up on asking for the joke of the week. I think you're going to have to, John. I've never been a joke teller.
You tell us a joke.
Yeah. Keep it clean. We got children in here.
Family friendly.
So question, did I grease the garage door? No, and I need to, because one of them is super
now they
loud.
got to find something else
Yes,
to pick on you about doing, right?
We ain't got the bat houses. We ain't got the hydroponics.
I'll start giving y'all some hints of things that y'all can
no.
bug them about.
No. They'll find something.
Then I won't have to bug you.
They will find something. So Kathy says, question, what type of, I think you mean solar controllers are better, MPPT or just the regular, as you call it? You definitely want to go with the MPPT when you can. It's a smarter controller. It's more efficient. You're going to get more of your power from the panels to the batteries or out where you actually need it. That's why they cost a little more. They're just definitely more efficient. I forget what the percentages is, but it's a pretty big difference between the two. Cash says, I picture Cartman saying beefcake. I can see Cartman saying that. Hey, Michael says shortcake works. Don't be calling me shortcake.
Let's see.
All right, so Mr.
All right, so if y'all missed it, we are doing Philly steak and cheese. It's been a long time since we did that.
I know. Now we got this awesome shaved steak. Y'all, Costco has excellent shaved steak right now. Go get it if you're into that. We've been buying it up. You get a package about this long of just nothing but shaved steak. It's like 35, 40 bucks, and it will feed quite a few people. It's several pounds of it. Oh, we've been cooking it like crazy. So Mr. Jimmy says, congratulations on the 147,150 right around the corner. Thank you, Mr. Jimmy. We've had a good couple of months. I mean, I think we picked up over 6,000 new subs last month alone. Heck, over on Facebook, I think we picked up 15,000. Like, we've been seeing some really rapid growth, and we feel super blessed that people are enjoying the content that we're making and all, and allowing us to do this. Thank you so much, Mr. Jimmy. We truly do appreciate you. Mikey, thank you for the Do Not Jump in the Pool fund. Thanks, Mikey. All right. So Pam says, very generous of those buying memberships to gift. That is, Miss Pam, I'm telling you, since the day we started doing live streams, 4 years ago or however long ago it's been, it just blew our mind. I used to watch a lot of people's live streams, and I've never seen the generosity that we see here. We don't ask for it. We don't beg. We don't expect it. But we have some of the most kind, amazing people ever that just want to give. Like, we've literally have had quite a bit, especially after the hurricane and the mill closing here. So it'd blow your mind how many people reached out to us and made donations to us to go bless people in the community. And we absolutely did. And it inspired us to do more on top of it. Like, we've got people that are so kind and loving. They're telling us to bless people in the community that they will never meet, and they has no idea who they are. Like, that's how amazing these people are. It's just crazy. I love seeing it. And it inspires people to pay it forward. Love it, love it, love it. So everybody's saying they missed that live streams outside, but we should do some retro streams this fall. We might do that. Sit out at shop on one of them, have a fire pit going back there. Well, I mean, we got the nice fire pit over here. I guess we can kind of go put a table out there and set up, do something a little different. All right. So as Christy said, don't be shy if you're new. Heck, there's about 200 people watching and 15, commenting back and forth. I know a lot of y'all like to watch. Some of y'all actually can't comment depending on the device that you're on. But if you got a question, ask. We may not be able to get to it. That's the way it goes. But don't be bashful. So Kathy says, I watch a lot of social media channels. I'm amazed how yours stays so positive. I never see a negative comment or people fighting in the comments. Well, Kathy, we do occasionally get that, but I will say YouTube is amazing. We have a pretty large Facebook now, quite a bit bigger than our YouTube, and it is disgusting.
Night and day difference.
It is disgusting, the comments that we get over there, how rude. I'm talking, there'll be days there might be 50 rude comments, and then I won't see 50 rude comments on YouTube in an entire month. Like, I'll only get a handful. YouTube is just so much more professional, and the way it's set up, the type of people that are on it, I really, really just love working on YouTube. With that said, don't get me wrong. We're so appreciative of the growth that we've seen on other platforms. It's helping support this lifestyle. And we've met some amazing people on other platforms, some that I call my friends. Like, there's really good people out there. What I've learned in life, don't let the negative people spoil it for you. There's bad apples everywhere. But we try to keep our content positive. We don't doom and gloom and scare people and clickbait you and get you riled up and all that mess right there like some of the other channels do. Hey, it works. It gets them the views, but I think it also attracts negativity in the comments, like you're probably saying, and people getting upset. But trust me, we still do see them. But I will say YouTube, for the most part, is extremely clean, and I love that. It's always way more positive people than negative people. So Chris wants to know, has Tiffany made her a Coca-Cola slushy this summer?
Is he talking about the cherry sorbet?
That must be that cherry sorbet we mentioned earlier.
No, we haven't made it yet.
You're supposed to show them the steak.
Oh,
well,
sorry.
It's shaved steak. Y'all know what it looks like. Man, we haven't actually made that in what, 3 years?
Yeah,
4 years?
been a while.
It's been a while.
We've been talking about it. It's very time consuming to get each seed out of each cherry.
Yeah.
It's a little aggravating.
But that does sound so good right now. It does. With as hot as it is.
I have time to do that, I guess. I could do it.
All right. So Dan, if you just jumped on, he was asking, what are we cooking? Philly cheesesteaks. I requested it, and we got some awesome shaved steak from Costco. Peppers and onions. Some of the peppers out of the garden. I've just been craving a Philly cheesesteak. I haven't had one in forever. All right, grab another comment. There's, what is that, Stacia? I think that's your name. Stacia says, enjoy the content, love your show. And you're baking like the rest of the country. Yes, we are. It's been miserable hot here, but welcome to Florida in the summertime. That's just the way it is. I just don't like it being this hot this early. This is more like August weather. I don't know why we're seeing it this early. Oof. Maybe we'll get a surprise and it won't be so bad later in the year. Haha. Yeah, there's a joke. Who was it that wanted me to do jokes? It's going to be cool in the summer. There's your joke. All right. So question, how's Mr. Doug? Good as far as I know. We haven't really talked like text-wise and all in a while, but he responded to some comments on a video today. He comments me and talks to me over on Patreon. He's one of our Patreon supporters. As far as I know, he's doing just fine. I ask him all the time, hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're doing good. But I don't have any more details other than that. I know a lot of people miss Mr. Doug. He's just got a crazy work schedule, y'all. He just can't make the lives and stuff like he used to. But as far as I know, he's still doing well. Still unbelievably kind, generous, just such a wonderful, amazing person. So Brian R says, first time seeing a live for you guys. Man, we got a lot of first time people on here tonight.
Welcome.
So welcome, Brian. It's just a lazy Sunday afternoon. It's what we typically do. It's not like the
you're probably about to get hungry.
Yeah. So we just usually chat for an hour, cook, hang out with y'all, and then go on about our business. So it's definitely different than the videos that we put out during the week, but good having you on, Brian. And like Pam said, we love the fan club. Everyone's so kind to others. Yep, we always say y'all are our family, our little community right here. I know a lot of y'all are friends now, having met through this. I've met friends out of this that I talk to all the time. So it's pretty cool the way this has all worked out. So Joe says, I just got in and you are so sincere, excuse me. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Thank you, Joe. And I hope it does come across. I'm not trying to be fake or anything like that. And out of over 1,200 videos and years of doing this, I think people would know if I was faking by now. It comes out. But man, like I said, I'm even after years of doing this, I wake up all the time thinking about how blessed I am to be able to do this from the house.
Every day, I
to be
think.
able to bring you home, Richard,
Yes.
like we just did, to have people like y'all support us, reach out to us, to have all the cool stuff that we have that we're able to create and literally earn a living from doing. Like, we're beyond blessed. And I want that to be as sincere as possible. We wouldn't have none of this without y'all. None of it. Like, this is the coolest job I ever had in my life. Love it.
How's it smelling?
Mikey, I seen that you sent me an email as well. I will check that out. Joe wants to know if I'm going to do a belly flop. Joe, yes, I'm going to do a belly flop because I'm very hot. I got a black stone cooking on me right now. So yeah, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, he'll do it for me.
All right.
I said, how's it smelling?
It smells awesome, especially since you just added banana peppers. Y'all, we put banana peppers on everything now. We're obsessed with banana peppers. We love them. So speaking of peppers, somebody says, Nancy says, I can't eat green peppers. So I have mushrooms with the onions instead for my Philly cheesesteak. So I'm assuming the peppers probably bother you. I know some people it absolutely does.
And it does kind of me too, but I just got to have them.
Cooked peppers and cooked onions. Oh, it's just the greatest flavor on the planet. I love it. Christine, oh my goodness, thank you so much. So got to go if it cools down and y'all get some needed rain. Use this where you need it. Have a great week, everyone. Christine.
Thank you, Christine. Wow.
So kind and generous of you. Thank you so much. Golly, you've been so unbelievably kind and generous here lately. So, Mikey, belly flop now fund. How about I do belly flop at the end? Because I got to take my mask off, then I got to get out, and I got to get dried off, and then nobody's talking to you, and you know how that stuff goes. We'll do it at the end, but thank y'all. Man, golly, y'all being so kind and generous. See, Andrew, I want to see more of the electrical hookup on that video you pushed out today. Not complaining, just wanted to see it. Well, it was pretty simple. Went, bolted to a ground and hooked up a power. There really wasn't a whole lot of electrical to it. Plus, it was so unbelievably difficult trying to have a camera, a light, and me working under a dash of a vehicle. It just didn't work out well at all. So Cash says, nothing fake over there at all. Trust me, I was there in person. And it's so beautiful knowing that I've seen everything, basically with my own eyes and ears.
Oh, Cash.
Thank you, buddy. Now, I will say Cash was completely different than the way he makes out. I'm kidding. Cash was just as awesome. Actually, I would say he was more kind, sweet, and generous than I was even expecting. In fact, we've been talking for years on the phone now.
We enjoyed both of him and his wife.
So Pest Hunter says, I'm hoping to make it down to Florida this December. You picked the perfect month. Beautiful weather down here during December. Feels great. You ain't got to worry about none of this. That's a good time of year. All right. So Jonathan says it depends on what top part of Florida you're in and how hot it is. Yes and no. I mean, it varies wildly. I will say it probably depends more on how cold it is where you're at in Florida. Like, we can hit single digits and teens here, although very rare. But you go a few hours south of us and it ain't going to happen. 40s and maybe a 30-degree night. Very cold for them. So our cold actually makes a big difference, especially the way that those winter storms can whip in off of the Gulf right here. Kathy says, I love banana peppers. They're the best. I think that is our favorite pepper by far. Y'all, not that we do fried food often, but when we do,
oh my gosh,
the best thing on the planet.
Gotta try that.
Just lightly battered, deep fry some banana peppers. Oh my goodness.
Well, what I do is I put a bunch of banana peppers in whatever container or bag that you're going to put it in, and I put egg in there, like a mixed up egg. And then you take all those banana peppers and put it in your dry batter, and then deep fried. Oh, so delicious.
And who would ever thought? By the way, sliced bell pepper is also amazing fried. So good. So Texas Home said, love your videos. They inspire me to do things out of my comfort zone, which is most of what you do. I love hearing that because that's
Appreciate that.
exactly what I want my content to do. And I hope y'all understand a lot of times the stuff that you're watching me do, that isn't my first time. I like to research, really dig into it. And the more things you do, I've always told people this, the more skills you learn, the more tools you learn how to use, the more comfortable you are next time. And if you mess up, no big deal, because just don't do that again. Now you've learned something else awesome. But the majority of the stuff y'all see me do, a lot of it, I'm telling you, it's my first time, no lie. So don't be scared to try something. I ain't gonna let nobody tell me I can't do something. I'm gonna try to figure it out. That kind of stuff that keeps me motivated. And then when you finally do get it figured out and do it, oh, it's such a rewarding feeling. I love that part of it. So Cash says he's got to go outside and finish up dinner. Oh, buddy. And it's early over there, so I know it's hot. Wish me luck in the heat. Everyone have a blessed weekend. See ya.
Take care, Cash. Glad you joined us tonight.
Yeah. About time you made it. So Crystal said, I watched somebody make deep fried bacon. Well, we've seen that too. Not that's the healthiest thing for you.
Deep fried bacon, she said?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We have a
remember when
group
Matthew
of
brought
friends that we eat out with, and they do that whenever we cook.
that was fresh butchered bacon that was like this thick, quarter inch thick
said
stuff.
It flavors the grease.
Yeah, it flavored my mouth. Hey, goodness. So Pest Hunters, he says he likes to eat the peppers right off the plant. That's one thing I'm not too much into. I like them either pickled or cooked, sauteed, stuff like that. I will eat them raw a little bit, but I like them cooked down. That's what tastes by far the best to me. Jonathan says, I love Philly cheesesteak. Well, we'll see if we can shove one through to the camera for you. All right. Thank y'all. Y'all being kind tonight. All right. Well, Tiffany's cleaning up. So I guess what I'm going to do is give y'all your belly flop that you've been wanting because I'm burning up. And I'm going to let Tiffany show you the sandwiches. I don't know where those went.
They're still melting.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
They're almost done.
We'll give it just a second here. Chris, thanks, buddy. He said, just look at how many times Andrew had to redo the first wall in the house.
Do the what?
Redo the first wall in the house.
Oh my gosh.
Touche. Valid point there. And guess what? I showed it. That was my first ever house wall. And I did mess up twice on it, had to tear it out. But then you know what?
Chris never forgets, does he?
No, he does not. No, he does not. Chris, I could just so yeah, but you know what? I didn't make those mistakes on those next walls either then, did I? I learned how to do it better the next time. I'm not scared to share the mess up. The really good mess up was installing the attic ladder completely upside down.
Yeah.
But in my defense, it was about this hot. I was burnt out. I'd been working for months straight on building my own house, and I was delusional. Working 6 days a week building the house.
But some people would have edited it out.
Yeah, edited. Yeah, I guess they would have. But hey, I'd rather y'all have a good laugh and learn not what to do. Install your attic ladder correctly, as in you don't want it to go up in the roof, you want it to come down. So see, y'all learn something. Hey. Mr. Don wants to know if we could Uber him that cheesesteak. It should be there in about, probably to you, 24 hours. I think it might be a little cold. You might have to warm it back up. That's exactly right, Joe. So just like a scientific experiment, there's no failed experiment. There's only results. That's exactly right.
So excited for this.
I agree with you. That's a strange question that I've never really been asked before. Favorite Disney movie?
Lion King.
Well, you're thinking childhood stuff. And I did watch childhood Disney movies. None that just really stood out like, oh my goodness. But maybe more as an adult, I love the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, okay.
I kind of like those.
Yeah.
And that's Disney, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think they own that whole series and everything else.
I can't quite think of one.
As a child, maybe Jungle Book or something like that.
Peter Pan.
Nah, I wasn't into that Peter Pan stuff. Yeah, maybe Jungle Book or something like that as a child. All right. Robin Hood. That was pretty good. Was that? Well, yeah. I'm thinking the actual Robin Hood, though, with Kevin Costner. That wasn't Disney. How many times I bumped my head while building the house? Several. And I usually showed it. wasn't as bad as you might think. I can't believe I didn't have a broken bone or a nail shot through a hand or a major laceration built in the house. All I had was a drill bit through the foot that I had to go to the hospital for and get shot up with tetanus. But that's it.
Well, you probably would have had an injury if you decided to jump off the roof that you were thinking about doing.
I wasn't gonna jump off the roof, and if that lightning or storms had got closer, I was jumping off that roof.
Yeah,
I didn't really have a choice because somebody would come get me. Yes. For
well,
those
if
of
you
y'all
would
that
have
are
told
new,
me what was wrong, I would have came and got you.
those of y'all that are new, go back and watch the roof is finished episode where at the end when I'm showing y'all on camera and the ladder falls off the roof. That was no joke. It wasn't planned. And I was stuck on the roof for a while, calling everybody, all my buddies, embarrassed as be. Finally had somebody drive 20 miles to get me because it was storming so bad. And I thought it was going to get me, and she wasn't going to be home for hours. So that was fun. Everybody had a really good laugh about that one.
All right, so my cheese was taking a little long to melt, but here it is.
I got the camera a bit dark.
Chili. Can't say Philly cheesesteak. Goodness gracious.
Hey, goodness. And the camera's so dark y'all can't see it, but I think y'all know what they look like. So I should have enough footage for bloopers reels now. You know, I would have thought that too, but just hasn't really been a whole lot of funny stuff here lately. And I kind of wish there was. I don't want to force it because that feels a little weird to me, but I don't mind cutting up. I really don't. That's what I always used to do in high school. And trust me, if there's something funny or good, I'm going to include it. All right. Well, I got to go do a belly flop and then I want to eat, and I'm going to let Tiffany end this thing right here. So y'all, as usual, thank you so much for spending your Sunday afternoon with us. We love and appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all for all y'all's generosity tonight. Thank everybody that watches our content and shares. That's all we could ever ask. We appreciate y'all so much. So I guess I'm going to take this microphone off, go jump in the pool. You know the routine.
All right. All right.
In the stream twice. Good night, y'all. Good night. God bless.
All right, do it big. Wait, can I? Oh, you got to turn the camera on. That's right.
Mm-hmm. And you got this all over, boy. I guess like spinning around right here. Maybe I want to float it.
Yes, y'all have a blessed week too. Go get them, Ruger. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next weekend.